Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Um, two. I'm gonna try. Whoops. Try something too. When was this? A minute. Get the comments to for sure show up. Nah. Oh, gee. I disagree. Definitely. So briefly there, it looked like there was, like YouTube was really glitching, but then, and I just noticed it too. I just came back, or just came to it on this device because I was on the computer, and then I came back, and um, yeah, I have to go back again for it to load properly. I'm almost done eating, but I was eager, even though it was loading live. Never am I going to see. That being said, oh yeah, so I remember. Oh, it's not starting to say that too much. Whoa, hey, whoa, hey. um, I've already typed in this thing more than like that's a huge keypad. I just realized, but that one's being wonky, so I have to put it somewhere. I can make copies there anyway, so. That one's being wonky. I'm trying to think. No. Felt longer than the one I put this morning. Maybe I should go and look at what that was and see if there's anything that I forgot to put there. I'm just kind of doing a couple of setup things. Okay. Anyway, yeah. That was the other idea I kind of had actually. Now I was meaning to drink some water while I was eating because I kind of the pizza wasn't that great and I put some salt on it and I kind of put a lot ish. Not as much as sometimes when it's like, whoa, that was too much salt. But still kind of like, well, maybe that was a little too much salt kind of thing. But hey now, hey now. Sorry about that. Normally there isn't an echo. I was just doing something for a moment there. So we got a couple people here currently, and I welcome you in. Just quickly finishing up my lunch. I'm just on one more bite, and happy to chat. Um, yeah, I'm going to keep this up on here, because, although that's not showing there. That's right. So just a moment here. Hopefully the comments show up here, but I'm going to bring it up over here as well. I'm trying to think. Okay, it looks like you left. Unless those not on there. So, whoops. No! Stop it! Sorry. No, it's here, but anyway. Sure! No, that would be weird. Even though I might know all of it. Sorry, I'll focus on the screen in a moment. It sure does drop fast. I was at 90 something, 95% like 10, 15 minutes ago. I watched like maybe a total of 10 or 15 minutes of live streams and it's already at 78. But, whatever. Um, yeah, pretty much I said those same things in the... No, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. But I'm just really quickly checking something on this device and then I'll focus on this one and we can chat and stuff. Um, so, yeah, looks like you left, whatever. 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 So, yeah, looks like you l So if anybody, any of my friends, any of the people that follow me in here see this, who are my friends, yeah, my YouTube friends, uh, um, I'm looking at the video that I did a little earlier today. Uh, I didn't know that comments were glitching. I knew that chat's glitching a little bit at times. But it says that there's one comment. Oh, 1 minute. I've seen that though, where it said that there's one comment, and then I don't see it. But then when I change the filter, usually I do, although not at the moment I don't. So let me just check one other thing here. Okay, now I do. That's really weird. Be that way. But, okay. Huh. 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 I'll have to maybe tell Ginge that. Yeah, see it? Oh, it doesn't look bad. I don't know what to say. But that could be because she wasn't showing you what's her face's chat either. No. Like, I guess it's not a terrible question, but I don't think it needs to be asked either. Ugh. Whoops. Okay. Make sure I have all chat on here. And we got two of you here, so welcome, welcome. I'm just going to bring this up, yeah, on this tab here. And hopefully I'll see your comments if they show up. Um, yeah, and I'd be notified if she went live again, but she hasn't, so I'm not. Yeah, this thingy dropped quite fast. It's at 54. It's only been unplugged for maybe 30 or 45 minutes. It's new, but I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's refurbished. Um, that's that fan, though, that I'm hearing. This one can be quite noisy, but bouncing around a lot, but whatever. Yeah, it still does not show the pointer. It's so annoying. Sorry. I just talking about it. Hi from Tina and the girls. Hi, hi, girls, I should say. I know you'd be okay either way I say it. Let's see. That was not meant to sound. It wasn't. I promise. well, that's not being right here. If it was 4 p.m. I would say 3 hours ago, Margot's probably, yeah, 7, right, something like that. So, yeah, hopefully he tunes in. Maybe I'll be scrolling streams tonight. Um, and Tina says hi to all those who come to the chat. Yeah, sounds like she had to go briefly, and there was somebody very briefly there. Oh, no, it does show that there's somebody there. Welcome, welcome. Maybe you can kind of, haven't been rolling super long, and no pressure, because I actually heard somebody say today that they actually, in somebody else's chat, that they actually felt, I don't know what word to use, but I think something around the lines of like uneasy when somebody kind of, but I thought they said directly answered, but that would imply that they had said something. But safe space, and I'm just gonna let the dog in. But other than that, you know, um, let's have a nice conversation. I mean, might as well, right? Hope you're busy, and it's just a nice thing. And also, if you have any song requests, I can do them as well. And yeah, chatting kind of music covers. Yeah, I put hope chat displays all. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let's enjoy a visit. No news topics. Yeah. So, but I'm sure that there's something that anybody tuning in, there's always something they might want to talk about. Queen of Hearts, hi, how are you? I believe I've been on your video before. I don't want to use the wrong descriptors, but I am going to put the dog upstairs, I think, because he looks like he wants to be distracting. But yes, I believe I've been on your channel live streams before, is that correct? You might recognize my channel name, and if you don't see it before you, it's Leading Healing. Music and cheering for everybody, and it's said about my memory and about me being musical. Yeah, is this the first of mine that you've seen? I'm really glad to have you here. I haven't seen yours in a while, and I was going to do that thing you said I could do. It reminds me of an upcoming project. The only thing is that well, this was going back a little while. I can't remember why I didn't, because I know you said I could. I don't know if it was just my devices were being wonky, or I wanted to watch it back, and then it took 2 or 3 days to show up. I think that's what it is. Anyway, really glad to have you here. I'm doing okay, a little bit tired, hopeful, uncertain about some things coming up, and my devices have been a little bit finicky. I'm just going to go put the dog upstairs so he's not distracting us. Because he likes to get noisy sometimes when I'm streaming. As if I would went upstairs, but the stream goes. Come on, Lenny. I'll be right back. He loves being up here, but sometimes he's a little finicky when I come up there. But he's already had it. Oh, yeah, I'm a little bit worried. I think this dropped at 60% earlier. But the cord is so short, and this thing that I've created to put, this little tripod thing that I've created, it's, this needs to move forward. I think that's really what it is. Or I need to cut this part a little bit. I'm not sure which. But this, yeah, it's nice that this tripod thing is adjustable, but I kind of wish it just stayed in one position. The way I have it now ain't bad. Let me see. Maybe I'll plug this in, and hopefully the stream won't do anything wonky. Yeah, how's your day going? I forget where you're watching from. I think I may have mentioned to you then, and you may or may not have remembered, that I'm in Canada. But where are you watching from? And how's the weather and day going for you? Colorado, okay. That's not too far from where I'm at actually, and we get a lot of the. I'm bad at the geography and like meteorology of it and this and that, but we get a lot of the Colorados and the Colorado this front and Colorado weather essentially. And there's a choir here that I was in at one point in time, not for super long, and I don't remember why it didn't transpire, but they were going to go to Colorado, and I think they did, but I think yeah, it was asked, the choir was asking a lot of money of their members, I think that's what it was, so I didn't stay, and they were also, the leader was a little bit particular, but if you have any song requests, I'd love to do it. I'm trying to remember, I do remember something though, I'd also had a curious question for you, and it's a little bit random. I feel like it was the question I had before the NB one, but I'm still kind of curious, and I don't remember your answer. So I hope you wouldn't mind if I ask again. It's just I'm very curious about an answer to this. It's nothing. I'm hoping you won't mind my asking. But one thing I do remember is you have a septum piercing, and I'm just wondering what perturbs one, or what makes one want to get such a thing. I've never understood. um, yeah, it's sunny out here, but quite windy. Yeah, and yeah. I mean, I just got to say, like, I know you're not saying I have to get one either, but, and I wouldn't, but it's just such a tender area. Like, it's hard to use a Kleenex. It's like you touch. Apparently, some people take them out too. It's like, yeah, it's like, ouch. Personally, I don't know. It's hard not to notice that when somebody has one, even though they're very common. It shouldn't faze me, but I don't know. I don't get out much these days. I've been kind of in a slow spot in my life, and they've only been popular for the past few years. Of course, I am online quite a bit, but yeah. And other than that, song request welcome. And again, I wasn't trying to be rude and asking either. I'm just wondering. Song request welcome. Truth told, other than what people may say in the chat, I didn't really have a specific topic for this one either. So, but I am thinking I might plug it in and keep rolling. I do have some projects that I talked about them in my earlier podcast. So, okay, I got it because it was something I wanted. Yeah, but what I'm asking is, what makes someone want one, other than that they're popular? I'm just wondering. Because to me, you seem like, from what I remember from seeing one or two of your videos, you seem like someone who bounces to your beat of your own, dances to the beat of your own drum. Beat with the B is what I meant to say. Or maybe a dance and bounce around too, to the beat of your own drum. And therefore might not necessarily care what's popular, right? That much. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, we're getting to know each other, so we might be wrong about some things occasionally. Thought it was going to hurt, but didn't hurt. Really? Okay. Well, I'm a little bit sensitive to things, to certain sensations and things like that, and just the thought of it, I can't stand, so let alone me getting one. But you enjoy it, so that's cool. And, yeah, second person's welcome to join in as well. And I don't know your first name, Queen, but do you have any favorite songs, music? I'm a musician, you may remember that. And yeah, try to decide a little bit about this upcoming project. Also, speaking of the musician thing, but I wanted to look that up first. And actually, that's alright, because there was one or two people with it there. Yeah. Yeah, I play piano, guitar, and sing. I've done saxophone when I was younger. We have a marimba on our table, a little mini marimba. Somebody was asking about that today the other day when they were over here. We have a couple other instruments. I live with someone who plays some flute and plays classical piano, but that's not me. I thought this place had moved. I would imagine they would have updated the picture. I think they have, but it otherwise looks like this. No, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the part. Okay. I definitely dance to the beat of my own drum. Yeah, and I guess the reason why I recognize that is because I'm kind of similar. I am going to plug this in. Hopefully, the stream will continue. If it doesn't, you can go to your browse list and come back in, and I'll start rolling again. But it's at 60 something percent, but sometimes it drops at 60 or like it. Yeah. Oh, it actually is. Okay. I'm not surprised. And don't forget to like as well. And I'm guessing you subscribed and hit the notification bell, or you found me while you were scrolling today. What made me get it is I was playing around with Snapchat filters and thought it looked good. Oh, okay. Imagine all the things people might get, and maybe some do. Thanks for the like, if they were just based on the filters, though. But hey, okay. Thanks for giving your best answer. I appreciate it. This cord, I tell you though, it gets shorter and shorter all the time. Maybe not. Like Queen Latifah, but that's not her real name, I don't believe. Okay. Now, is this charging? Would have been really great if it was. Okay. I need a new cord. In fact, I got a new cord. I just can't find it. And I've tried to do some organizing, and I still can't find it. So I got to jiggle this cord a bit to get it in. And is it that it's not working on that end, or what? Sorry about this. Yeah, it's not fully in there. I just put it in, but it pulled out right away. Appreciate your patience here. Oh, we got a fourth light. Okay, now I'd like it to plug. I'm having... Okay, we're back. We're back, but slightly tilted and frozen. Huh. Am I frozen on your end? Oh, okay, I see it's why. I see. Sorry about that. So I finally got it plugged in. Sorry that it's tilted. It's the best I can do with this tripod right now, I think. And then, what was the other thing? Is it's a second-hand phone that we got from a donation center, and there's something that keeps popping up connected to the old owner. It's like or at least, and then there's a couple things that keep popping up. I'm gonna really try and look into what to do about those. Usually, well, yeah, I guess I usually am early on this device because it hasn't been working on the laptop lately. And unless I bought my spouse's. How about Michael Jackson's Butterflies? Well, I mean, he passed away a few years ago, so that can't be super new. Trying to remember, I was still actually more probably about like I think I looked at this recently. I was reminded of this because I was in a college class at the time. It probably was what 10 years ago, maybe. Since I've lived in this house. Before that, just a little bit before then. But no, that's one of his songs I don't know. It sounds cool. Makes me think of a friend of mine who passed away. Makes me think of a couple of other songs, maybe, sort of. I'm not sure if you believe in the afterlife, but that's something I sometimes talk about here. Did you say that this is my first video that you've seen of mine? Like, even after I was on yours back then, and does it have to be a new song? No, that's not what I was saying. I'm just saying that, I guess what I was kind of thinking is I don't know that one, it must be new, and then it was like, no, he hasn't been releasing music for a number of years now, so it wouldn't be that new. But no, I'm pretty eclectic, mostly. I have a funny story. I was watching, or somebody was watching my stream, and they actually live kind of close to me, sort of, about, yeah, and bit of a drive, but not far. And he named about 3 or 4 bands. I knew of 2 of them, but I didn't think I knew any of their songs, and maybe I don't. But then we started doing it by like alphabetical, like, you know, bands that start with this, bands that start with that. And also, I think he just named a couple, and he actually, what was the one he quoted the lyrics from? It was a Chili Peppers song. And I had it in my head bit that evening, and once since, and this was like a few days ago. I don't know his first name. I'm waiting to ask him that. But, what was it? A Chili Peppers song. Something, by the way, I try to say I'll be there. Waiting for, standing in line to see the something. Obviously, I don't know it very well. Do I listen to, I've heard of her. I've heard of her, and if I know her music, I'm not sure. But um, Enya has a similar sound from what I can remember, because I seem to remember people used to compare them when I was in school. And if you say Enya, I know a couple. Um, yeah, these can kind of fast. Enya, you're talking about, or Indira Airy, I think. It's such a neat name, eh? Because it's a country. We actually have some instruments from India, meditation bowls and flutes. Um, we have an Enya song in one of our books. I think that my finger injury, I don't know about my neuropathy and my arthritis. Okay, have you heard of Enya? She's been around since my high school days, so she's been around a while. Um, my finger injury, I think, is healed enough to possibly play guitar. What are some of in it's almost a tongue twister, even though it's just two words. What are some of her popular songs? Um, yeah, like I said, I've definitely heard of her. Enya does. Who can say where love grows and the heart shows all in time? And what's the other one she does? Uh, Orinoco Flow or something like that. She's Italian as well, maybe, or something. But I definitely do know Michael Jackson songs. And a lot of people like him. I mean, he's the king of pop. I was thinking about the king of rock earlier, Elvis. Um, Michael Jackson's probably a good starting. Yeah. Is there any other favorites there, or just any other requests? We'll find something. We'll find something. Or if there's anything you'd like to particularly talk about otherwise, ask me or just simply talk about. That would be welcome as well. And I hope you won't mind. At the moment, you're the only one here. That I kind of want to put some muscle rub on my chest. Do you mind if I do that on screen, or do you want? I just sat down and got the cushions perfect, but if you want me to not do it on screen, I won't. It's I'm having tight muscles. I am light, one strength. Are those Michael Jackson songs? Because if so, that's like 5 or 6 songs. I know a lot of Michael Jackson songs. I know I do, and I know they're him. But if those are his songs, I don't know them. Heal the World. Oh, okay. Penumbra. You should check out that. It's very artsy and cool, that cover. Um, yeah, maybe to hear them. In fact, I'm just going to quickly look this up here. I'm not going to play it in here, like as far as the originals, but it's India or Indira? India? Okay. Ari. If there's any topics you'd like to talk about as well. Indira, Ari, and Enya are vastly different? Okay, then I'm confused. I must be remembering wrong. With little to no musical overlap. Very wrong, apparently. R&B and soul, while Enya is Celtic and ambient pop. Okay. I could see how ambient pop could sound maybe not. New age, I could combine new age with R&B and soul. And neo soul, I don't remember what that means, but it sounds like it could be like similar. um, yeah, we got some iffy news about a household thing today, by the way. Uh, and I'm sorry about the angle. I will, once it's plugged in for a little bit, I'll unplug it again. I know that song, but didn't know who sang it. Which one? Which one? I'm really glad to have you here, by the way. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll get notified. I roll almost every day to answer that person's question if they see this. The Enya song that I was singing, is that what you mean? basically when I'm thinking about Michael Jackson, aside from just thinking about Michael Jackson, I'm kind of just having a bunch of songs swirl through my head, and I can't seem to settle on one. um, yeah, that one. Okay, cool, cool. So, do you have any favorite topics? Anything that you're passionate to talk about? Because, like I say, I've only seen a couple of your videos, maybe even just the one so far. Although I know I seem to remember coming across, I thinking, oh, I think that's that individual, and then I think maybe it was being a little slow or whatever to play. Um, I think I just put some of this on anyway, didn't I? I think I just did, but you didn't mind, so I thank you. Um, it feels like I did, mostly. Um, I know I kind of had a topic weighing on my mind lately, and maybe you might want to talk about that, or would you like to suggest something? I know I'm not saying the topic yet, but I'll let you suggest one first, but if one doesn't come to mind, then maybe I'll do that. And like I say, if you hit the notification bell, you'll definitely hear me and the other person in the house doing music fairly often on here. But yeah, that's the thing I struggle with. Is I like a lot of stuff, but thinking it up is another thing. Um, but for some reason, I'm not really sure why. I think it's the same reason that I said about Michael Jackson. But yeah, so Colorado, it can't be that late in the day, eh? There, now I'm showing my Canadian. There's one streamer I follow. She's actually from the same, right in the same area practically, and she says A lot. I was like, you say A more than most of us, and she's not even originally from Canada. She's immigrated here, and I think that's where that AK was from. But anyway, I actually about to leave. It was nice chatting with you. Check out the songs when you have time. Okay, yeah, will do. Um, will do. Yeah. There's a second person here now. Hopefully they will join the chat. It looks like uh, one commenter may have to head out, but I hope to see you again sometime soon, maybe this week. And until then, hope things go well for you. And thanks for being here, chatting, liking, subbing, hitting the notification bell, and all that good stuff. By the way, if you have any favorite musicals, maybe suggest that next time, because I just almost said all that jazz, and that makes me think, come on, and all that jazz. I don't know, so people wouldn't be weirded out if I did this. I feel like it could cause some tension for some people if I did that music. But yeah, to the person that's here now, feel free to join the chat. Um, and suggest songs or suggest topics. Um, put this to all chat. It moved to top. I thought I had it on all. I wonder if it's not showing me super chat, but don't I have to do something other than click it for? Yeah, I click that. It doesn't show me any of them, so don't want that. Let's go to all, which should include that, I would think. We can go that, yeah, because of that. So, if anybody else is commenting, well, that's what the highlighted comment above, which should stand out to you amongst the others. That's what it kind of says. Is that yeah? Is that sometimes chat isn't showing, but I hope it is. Um, It's just flickered a couple times over here, but I'm not too sure why. Since she isn't online during the day at work, I thought they watched closely. But then she was actually, maybe that was her lunch 16 minutes ago. If it was at about 2 o'clock, maybe, but I'm just sending a quick message to somebody. And I probably should bring this upstairs, but this is still being wonky. It's so annoying. It's almost died, and then I gotta let it charge. Um, yeah, she might meet other musicians, and I hope that she would like realize she met us first, unless she knows them. Uh, I just wonder. If I'd reckon it either way. I just try to decide which order to do these two things, and I think I'm doing it in the best one. I'll just word it that way. It's the best. I probably could do it for a little bit. Yeah, I've been, reading little comments to chat in chat is one thing. Otherwise, and writing, yeah, I've been doing some, but I haven't had the energy to read lately. I think it's my fatigue syndrome has maybe just been a bit more noticeable than it already was. So, yeah, curious what other kinds of live streams people like to watch or what they post. And again, I'll just say because there has been somebody else here for a while when Queen left. I don't know if it's King or Prince or somebody else, but Prince would have been a good request actually, except for that one song. But well, maybe more than one. But I'm wondering. Uh, yeah, and obviously I did see her comments. I understand that. So if anybody is saying, "Oh, you're just deciding which ones you want to read," no. As long as I mean, honestly, I should probably be in the habit, although other people I guess can see them, of reading comments. A lot of us should be to ourselves first, because otherwise we don't know what we might be reading in our video. But as long as they're, being decent, and I'm not saying, that I don't have a sense of humor, but because I do, and the person left. And they're like, oh, no, I wasn't thinking of being decent. I was thinking about commenting in a moment, but it wasn't thinking. Yeah. Anyway, I could be wrong. They didn't say that. I'm just thinking. Just quickly telling a fellow streamer friend who was streaming not long ago, she might have went on to do other tasks, but I'm just letting her know that I'm streaming. What? She probably is the one that just tuned in now. But yeah, I can only do my best as far as to be watching for comments. Um, and the other somebody liked it, but I don't know it almost sounded like they were trying to say too much. Anyway, but yeah, basically, I'm only doing my best with the devices that I have available to be watching for comments. If they show up, great. If they don't, then they don't. Then I can't read them, right? But you could try and put them in comments afterwards, and there's again 2 or 3 different methods where I can kind of try and come and see them then, and hopefully would. But think: is this something that I would like to read? Is it worth it? Is it nice? Is it kind? And well, I mean, the latter two should be easy to distinct to figure out what I would like to read. Really, what I mean is it nice and is it kind? Because then I might very likely like to read it. So If you can't get the comment in here, you can do it there. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have any topics. I don't really have any song ideas. So I'll wait. Who knows? One of my regular followers may tune in shortly, and or more than one, and or somebody chatty anyway, and then this will pick up again. I mean, sometimes I have ideas, other times I'm kind of relying on the chat, and sometimes that works, and other times it's quiet. But I think I should bring this device up there. Well, but at the moment, it's the thing. It should be good for a little bit longer. It's the only other thing that I can look at to see if there's comments. Yeah, I kind of want to call about this. I kind of want to find out if she's interested in going to it first, because otherwise I'm not too sure how I might get to it, and I'm also not too sure, Chopstick, if you're curious, Chopstick, if you're not. I'm also not too sure. Oh, that's so ironic. I was just speaking about that choir. I'm not really sure why he's showing. I guess I sent to him at one point in time. But the choir director is showing along the top of my message row as somebody I've messaged before. But, and no, he wasn't wrong when he took me. Uh, oh, okay. We have a mutual in common that passed away. I didn't know super well, but I took a class with her at one point in time. Um, yeah, when he took me to that other room and had me sing a bunch of notes, he's like, that sounded fine. All of those sounded fine. So I'm not sure why it seems like you might be in the wrong section, mostly because they don't fit into a section. I mean, I tried to sing the way that they did each section, like, you know, instead of just letting people sing, yeah, like, and there was a Disney song, and it was, and sometimes I vary how I'll sing a song, even just myself, but I don't think I was doing that, but I know that I wasn't singing it like I most likely would, such as, um, mm, um, on the day we arrived on the planet and blinking stepped into the sun, instead of on the day we, how would they do it? On the day on the planet, blinking step into the sun, or something like. Anyway, slight variance, and I would do it, and yeah, somebody said he's not singing something right, so they took me aside and I sang a bunch of notes that he asked me to sing. It's like they're fine. I'm really not sure. Yeah, I was either in the wrong section, kind of should have been in between two sections, or not in a section at all. But you know, I've been musical and singing all my life, so it was kind of, I've been singing all my life. So yeah, it was kind of an ongoing. Times of the past, right? So, you know what I'm going to ask the person who's watching right now? If you are trying to comment and it's not coming through, or if you're sitting here, thinking judgy thoughts, your judgments are probably wrong if they're negative. Like I don't need that. You don't need that, and to do that, and you can watch stuff you'd rather enjoy it, and like I say, yeah, like to watch. But if you are enjoying this, I'm glad you're here. But maybe you gave one of the likes. I'm not sure, but and again, I'm sorry if I'm not seeing comments. And I feel like also for that reason, this wouldn't necessarily be worthwhile for you to stick around if you're not going to chat, because at the moment there's nobody else here, and I'm going to conserve my energy and don't really have a lot to say. So, although I keep saying at me that I want to try and do this call. So what if I found out they're not doing it this year? Might be mostly you. Not that I'm not, but like a lot of people are quite a bit younger than me. Maybe I'm not sure. I mean, we could get to the office sometime, maybe. Could be alright. I don't know. You know what I'd like to do? I don't know if I'm going to find anything in doing it, but I'm just going to quickly look up something here. But happy to chat as well. I'll watch for your comments. Hopefully, if you put them, they show up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the other person watching is just really, really shy and is liking having the company and listening and that, but just doesn't really know what to say. Okay, hi. I was so confused in Ginger's stream earlier. I mean, I didn't know. Um, I didn't. I didn't. Wasn't seeing your comments. It sounded like you were all upset. I really do wish that you the best in managing your emotions. And you're welcome to be here and chat and get to know me and hopefully get to like me because I do kind of. I feel and people have said that I'm one of those people. Most people are, not all maybe, but most people are. To know me is to love me. I mean, was it you that commented on one of my other videos that was not currently live, like that's already posted? Um, and yeah, I mean that's not uncommon these days for kids to have uh, open mics. It was. I think I do. I still have it open. Which was weird because no, I think I closed it. Which was weird. Like I say, you weren't showing in Ginger's, and it wasn't under that one. But it did say AK, and it said something about posting random videos because yes, or something like that in the description. That was you. Do you have any song requests? Any topic requests? Yeah, if you'd like to talk about anything that you've been struggling with, maybe I can try and help. Um, and yeah, like I say, wasn't trying to make anyone upset. It seems like maybe I do remember that kind of occurring before in one of her videos, though, and that's probably when I. Anyway, I'm just. Hmm. Yeah, but if she doesn't know, I'm just thinking of a friend for a moment. If she doesn't know how to do that, and she doesn't know who to, then that means that thing that I'm feeling a little iffy about that project wouldn't take off. I'm curious. I think it could be fun, but I'm really not sure. What do you think of Cat's Eye? Other than actual cat's eyes, I don't exactly know what you're asking. Anyway, what is that? But I feel like it'd be it would be silly not to tell her about that one though. I don't know if she'd be able to get the day off of work that quickly. That's the same week, and she might not be. Or is that a music group? I have a feeling, unless it's spelled the same way you said it, which it sounded like you weren't sure, I have a feeling it could find all kinds of things, like pictures of cat's eyes, um, so I don't think Googling it would really do much. Yeah, do you probably say what wouldn't hurt to ask her? Oh, thanks for the like, by the way. It's not indicating that you're still watching, but sometimes that is inaccurate. But yeah, I'm more chill than you thought. I'm a pretty chill, laid back guy. Yeah, I was recently called a hippie twice in one day or in one weekend. That doesn't happen that often. One person said it was my hat. I guess. Yeah. Although I would think it should have some stripes on it or whatever for it to be a hippie hat. But no, I try to be. Sometimes I'm a little stressed out or dealing with the struggles or whatever. But yeah. Um, yeah. So. Uh, Do you have any favorite songs? And how old are you, by the way? Do I ask? And whereabouts in the world do you live? Like what country? That's not how I saw it. I really didn't know how to see it, though. I will say that it was kind of like, what is she on about? You know, when you said that I write a lot of it. Well, yeah, I know that already. You know, so what? She likes reading the comments. So, yeah, sometimes I talk to other people in the chat. Sometimes I'm talking to her. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what was going on. Sometimes my brother's phone can make mistakes, so you listen to it. I haven't noticed many, but yeah, I guess if it's autocorrect. Otherwise, I don't know if it's. But there was something. Oh right, I remember now. Yeah, he's gonna see that everything, but whatever. Only because that was wonky. It's the first time since he's got it, and only because that was wonky. I intended just to watch something quickly on it, and then because this was charging. This is kind of a neat picture. I don't know what I think of it actually. Maybe it's not. Well, it's not that it's not, but oops. So yeah, whereabouts in the world do you live? What country? What kind of hobbies do you have? Yeah, I understand those mild typos though. Like I figured that out. That's how I read it actually. So you won't be able to use Brother's Count very often though. So and no, yeah, I guess you couldn't do that. Like, there's this guy in the chat. I'm really curious about him. Go check him out if you can. Sorry, I'm not trying to mock you, but that's probably what you said, and here you are. I'm actually in Barbados. Oh wow, that's pretty far away. Yeah, I'm not actually very far from Ginge, but Barbados, that's exotic, fancy, hoity-toity. I'm just looking. Sorry, I should be looking at this on the keyboard if you don't mind, on the laptop because it's easier to see. Do I hunt? I hope not. Why do you ask? Or are you asking if I do? I think I just gave you the answer. Yeah, so weird that this was 2017. Something like they would need to go get equipment from a church. No. Do you? Um, I don't need to get into a huge debate, but I don't eat a lot of meat. I can't imagine shooting an animal, um, even ones I don't like. I would maybe eat ones I don't like, prepared in a nice and delicious way. But other than that, I don't want to see people's photos of it online. Please, I don't want to see anybody shooting. Yeah, not for me. Too graphic. Too. I understand kind of circle of life and you know keeping the animal population not like overrun, but it's yeah no, never been into it. And actually, most of my life been really not for it. But I lived in a place where it was quite common, and it's not uncommon here either, really, out in the country. But anyway, so that's my thoughts on that. I wish there was a little deeper into this video because um, I have ARFID, an autism eating uh, pickiness disorder. I'm pretty sure I do. I mean, those do usually go hand in hand. But, I mean, I've started taking vitamins just recently, but it's kind of like if I didn't eat meat occasionally, I mean, I'm already eating too many carbs. I mean, I don't do seafood anymore, although I bet you do in Barbados. Yeah, my diet would be so restricted, so small that although I've been doing a lot of plant based lately, but yeah, no, I understand the vegans in that, but I'm not gonna, I'm spectrum with a lot of things that I am, and that's one of them. Um, orientation, also gender. Chapstick if you're curious, chapstick if you're not, because I think this is the first time you see my video. So yeah, that was that, and that's why. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'll know that in my head. But well, it's not a contest. She's only been at it a year. This is a channel that two of us in the home use, and the other person started it quite a long time ago. I've just been thankfully allowed to join all that's been built up. Although honestly, it's more so the recent community that I think we hear of that's been forming. Maybe occasionally others, and if that's the case, I often don't know that. Um, but he's working a lot these days, so yeah, I don't know what to do about that either. Because I would have thought as a mod that you would still show, although I've noticed that you don't. So, and I don't know where to find the list, and it would be pretty complicated. But I'm glad that you do have that you can this way. But yeah, so what was I saying? What was I talking about? By the way, can you hear the radio? Um, and if you just say no, I'm not gonna know what you're saying no to. So because I'm saying a couple things, right? Other than that, let's talk about Spectrum. Um, I don't know what else I was talking about. I feel like there was something, but it eludes me. So feel free to remind me. You can hear the radio. I don't want to get up and turn it down. Well, this one I don't think is monetized, and if I don't know if I'm going to do music in it. And if I'm not, then it's just in the background, and if I do, then it just won't be monetized with this particular video. So that's fine. I mean, I don't think it will be anyway, because I don't think I set it to. That's what I miss about the computer, is you had to go through the screens. You can avoid the second screen and just do the first thing and click live 2 times and be rolling. But, yeah, so anyway, yeah. Oh, that's right. So, yeah. 50s music that's playing on the radio, I'm not sure. I can't process it, but it sounded a bit more current than that. If you're saying, do I like 50s music? Is that your era or just the era of music that you like? Yeah, I mean, that's true enough. It is older than 60s and 70s, isn't it? If I'm doing the math right. Which is also fairly old music. But yeah, it might be cool to go back to that time, music-wise. Um, I don't know if that would be considered like oldies, like Motown and those kind of oldies, but I'd be open to those too. That's Ohio then, isn't it? I think so. I like 50s music, but I'm not born in the 50s. So you older than that or younger than that, out of curiosity? You don't have to say your exact age. I mean, some of them very well spoken, very kind, and all this and that. But it's a slight bit awkward when when I find out that I'm trying with a kid. I try and be as best of an influence as I can, as someone who's not around kids very often, and sometimes doesn't have much of a filter. But at the same time, I know that I am a good person. I know that I'm a lot better than some of the things that they probably, or some of the videos and types of people that they're going to come across online or in general. like I'm with the good seeds. So I mean, knowing that, but yes, I'm not used to like filtering myself around kids. I'm not saying you're a kid either. But so what 50s music? You've got me curious now. I'm a little bit chilly, but if I'm about to start doing music, I might kind of warm up a bit. So, but not like warm up as in, yeah, as I play, I'll warm up musically, but like warm up as in temperature wise. So, oh, when will this stream? And how many times do you stream? One or two or more? I don't know. I'm plugged in, although I'm thinking 87 though. Um, I guess you're just wondering, like, because you want to stay for the rest of it, and you're asking how long. I'm hoping and thinking that's why you're asking. As I say, I was chilly and then turned on the fan because that makes sense, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just rolling with it. Hoping to see a few other familiar people in it while I'm doing this. Um, at most, because sometimes I try and set a Guinness record and I have the time and I'm bored, and today I'm staying out of the wind and possibly drizzle. I understood what you said because I do get mild typos. But yeah, basically, I I could roll essentially another hour and a half or two, but I probably won't. But we'll see. And how many times do I stream a day? At least once, sometimes two or three times. If I'm available to do it and I have an idea or I'm bored and I'm wanting to keep, have some company, have a nice chat, and I'm not feeling like browsing or scrolling and who knows what I might scroll onto, then that's what I'll do. How about you? Do you post content? And can we go back to the 50s music? I think you've already liked. I hope you have. But yeah, the 50s music. I'm really curious what 50s music you'd be referring to. Sorry. Um, went. You did okay. Yeah, I gathered that. I think today was the first time I heard her actually say it, and I hadn't really noticed any pattern in that way. So when she's able to, yeah, thanks by the way. When she's able to, yeah, I think she does. Are you gonna make me look it up? Are you? I think she does. Um, yeah, but I do have someone that is home in the evenings that I live with, and so we kind of have routine. We kind of just enjoy each other's company. But then when he's doing one of his routines that isn't one of mine, sometimes I'll roll. And so let's see here. That's the thing is it would be you can say it then maybe kids you still gonna see it. But I mean you can't do much about that. And if they do, well that may not be great. So this it can't multitask. If they do, I mean you can see all kinds of ages. I know a person who streamed 10 times. Really? What kind of stuff do they stream about? Like them on YouTube. That's amazing. Are they a lot of short videos? Are they what kind of stuff do they stream about? I mean, and maybe they wrap up before they mean to, or they're having tech issues or whatever. But I mean, somebody who's doing that is somebody who I would say is struggling to find their potential and find purpose, but has done so on here, hopefully in good ways. Who is lonely. Stress? Stress? What do you mean by that? And define what you mean by cringe. I know how some people use it, but I don't know if we're using it the same way. I don't know if there's part of me that doesn't want to know, but I know there's all kinds of people doing all kinds of stuff, you know. And I've heard about a lot of it, but yeah, kind of like, yeah, I don't like to get disturbed either, you know. Do not disturb sign. Um, I just don't want that to get misinterpreted by anybody. Okay, I'm looking up 50s music, but unfortunately, well, I'll bring it up, the songs up on here. Because I'm going to have to bring this up to plug in. I'll name a few that I might be open to doing. You tell me which ones you want. Since otherwise it doesn't seem like we're getting really any suggestions specifically. Um, Elvis? Something Elvis? By the way, out of curiosity, do you believe in the afterlife? Well, I think you saw that we were talking a little bit about that on Ginger's. So were you seeing my comments, or were you just hearing her read them? Yeah, who knew we would connect like this later in the day, eh? And I swear, she's not originally from Canada, and she says A more than me. Isn't that the truth, eh? Have you noticed, eh? I'm just kidding. Just kidding, eh? We could listen to something in 2010s. Possibly. Yeah, yeah, that's also of my younger days. I could not imagine anyone ever saying that they were born, even though I know that many are, that they were born after like 2015. Of course, a lot were born in 2020, or whatever, like that. Yeah. It's interesting to have different people's different lives. Like, oh, you were born the year I graduated high school. Oh, you were doing big fancy things the year I was born. um, okay, so it looks like that's. Who was the other person I was watching who said she didn't like Elvis? Who was that crazy lady? I think it was a woman. I don't know if I have a favorite. I like a lot of songs. Oh, who the heck was that? It was today, I think, too. Oh, I think it was, I remember who it was, and it wasn't a lady. But it was a wannabe. Just kidding. If he sees this far in, I'm joking. um, if you want to burn, I gotta get with my friends. It's easy. That's the. But why is that supposed to look like a sick or sad emoji or something? Hey, gotta show the love. Gotta show the love. You're like, I do not. I know. I can be at times. I have my moments. My moments of fun in the sun. It's not showing that many. It should be showing way more than it's showing. And I demand to know why. That's funny. I was thinking of the hairband Cinderella, not that I know them very much. Oh, well, don't cry. Even if you're crying laughing, Baby, don't cry. Baby, don't cry. I would do that, but I don't like the band name and I don't like some of their songs. So that's as much as you're getting of them. I was singing Peggy Sue recently. Okay, now it's showing other ones here. But I don't know if this thing is likely. I'm borrowing this device. I don't know if it's one of those devices, and it very well could be. And I don't know why it has that light lit on the left side. That dies before it's like that low, although it is at like low 20%. So, do you think you could give me some song suggestions without having to look at the list? Because I'm going to have to bring this upstairs. But then I could bring them up on here. I could look them up on here too, I suppose. A lot of these are showing the same ones that it showed in the previous list. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I might get rid of this thing because there's my associations. And as far as that other thing, I don't know. She probably would be. But I think she can learn it herself for free. There's a song I really like. I forgot the name, but it goes like, oh, ha, ha. Oh, ha, ha. Just saying. It's interesting. I saw this morning, YouTube showed me a video of like, it didn't sound like it, but like 500 people playing guitar in like an audience. And they were playing, have you ever seen the rain? And of course I have. I wasn't born yesterday kind of thing. But, but that's not a bad song. It's not a bad song, mild trigger to me, but it's like that's why I suggested it. But it's got what do you call it? A part in it that's a little bit tricky. Retracted message. I feel like I saw it, but I don't remember what it was. Maybe you didn't mean to. It's got a part in it that's tricky, and I don't know if I'm. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Actually, I can't. In the dark clouds I had me blind. That's the thing. That's like what the choir would do. Instead of had me blind, one section would do had me blind. And I'd do that. So I'd know what the problem was. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, nothing but blue sky. Kind of gray, actually. Not super great, but look all ahead, right ahead, nothing but blue sky. And then that part that I did. It goes on and on and on. I can see. I can't do that at the same time. I was gonna try. I can see clearly. I am a singer. I just don't like bars. Don't drive. Struggle to get gigs. But I'm a singer, guitar player, and beatboxer apparently. Piano a little bit. But yeah, I'm taking that to mean that you're saying I'm good, not that you're saying you suck and you should go and embarrass yourself. So I appreciate that if it's the good one. But yeah. So I'm going to go bring this upstairs. If you'd like to suggest another song, I would like for you to. I appreciate your company. Things have been a little bit quiet today. The Algs haven't been helping. There was somebody here earlier, a couple people, and there's been some likes. But okay, I'm going to plug this thing in, and I'll be back. I wish I could sing and beatbox at the same time. And how have I never had that desire before? I think I have. I think I have. I'll grab the guitar. I don't know if my chest and my arthritis in neuropathy doesn't feel that bad. My chest has been tight. I'm just going to put some of this on off screen. on off screen. We got 6 likes. Who just tuned in? Woohoo! Almost at lucky 7. Woo! And anything beyond it's also lucky 2. Let's party! Woo! Party! Although it still only says one person's watching, and it's quite a delay for the other person to show up, so I don't know what that means. I'm going to put this on because my shoulders a bit, my neck are a bit chilly, really. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to look that one up. I think that's a happy love song. Okay, now it says that the second person here. 7 likes. I'm only seeing 6. Why are you seeing more than me? Or are you saying let's get some 7 likes? Oh, hello, Sid. How are you? Been a little while. Looked like an interesting non-cooking video you were doing the other day. Glad to have you here, Sid the Science Kid. Oh, you're at work. Well, I appreciate you popping in, but when you're not able to give your complete focus, just kidding, I understand what that could be like, but is it worth it? I guess it's quiet there. You have a kind of job that probably is rarely quiet. So, gonna give yeah, I'm iffy about the singer's name, but whatever. I'm looking up the chords for it. My volume is down, so not hearing anything. Well, I appreciate the like and your comments, but otherwise, what's the point if you can't hear it, man? You'll hear it when I get rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, ba-ba-ran, ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ran, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ran. Oh, do they? He does it with them. I don't support that. Keep the song requests coming, though. I would love that. I'm going to just make a very, very quick phone call just to find out if a certain place is still doing a certain thing. I'm curious about it. It's not exactly close, but it's not exactly far. And there's not that many in our area. There's karaoke places. There's like Legions, which are kind of sometimes particular and old school. Yeah, it feels like it hasn't been quite as much, but it still has been, and I appreciate and not to be confused with misleading. But yeah, that was stupid. Maybe we should try it again. I don't know. Although it's also winter, but I don't know. I should look it up. I feel like I saw a pretty extensive list not long ago, though, and it was not just this area. But I'm gonna look that up. Well, I still can't because of this stupid thing. But it might be worth finding out about this one too. I just hope I don't run into Marty anytime soon. So let me just call about this. It won't be long at all. It might even just go right to voicemail. Not sure. I don't mind you hearing it. And continue song requesting. And chatting in general. I'm just on a very, very quick call. I didn't know you left, but you can totally stay. It's just a quick question. I missed what press 1 was. Yeah, keep the song request coming. In the conversation. Really want to hear this? Know what? You're tight? What? What? I'm just going to press 1 anyway and see where it goes. Creepy. Know what? So what? So. Hi, it was just a quick question wondering, do you guys still do the open mic nights? Remember hearing about ages ago? Okay, sure. She's just asking somebody. She'll be right back. I don't want to kind of. Well, I guess it could be talking to somebody in the room. Just come back. Fredbear. OC. Got the baby here. I'm just on a very, very quick call. I won't be long at all, and you're welcome to stay and chat. Seems like chat is working today. If there's any that it's not showing, I'm sorry. I'll hopefully see them afterwards. I forgot this one. Just kidding. I'm glad. Have you been sick? Are you home? I thought you looked like you may have been home sick the other night. But you're back at work already, so maybe not. Maybe you're just sleepy. I think she's saying hello to you, Sid. I think it's a female. I'm not sure. So I know who two of the people are. Who's the third person? Don't be shy. Okay, you left. You can tell I'm talking to you guys, right? Yep. Okay, thanks for the information. Take care. Okay, so I was just calling about an open mic and whether they're still doing them. They said not for the winter time, but maybe in the fall. So, okay, thanks for stopping by. Nice chatting. Kind of glad that we got that to happen actually, after earlier. So Sid, it's just you and me, kid. Sorry. Well, I think you are younger than me, so not by much. Maybe you're not. Well, yeah, I think you are. Or you're about the same age as me. So we're gonna give you do you guys have a song request there? You or your co-workers? Your cohorts? Your colleagues? Your corroborators? Corroborators? Yeah, it's really... Well, it may not be that bad out, but it's really not that great to do the thing. I think he said he's going to get that delivered. It's $5 anyway, there's no delivery fee. And then the other stuff, no, I'm happy to do that. And it sounds like there's not going to be, getting that water. So, good thing we know that. That sounds like me, but I can explain. Hi, how's it going? It's been hectic there. Oh, just now. Okay, well, I guess it was good timing then. Did you say you were out doing a pickup or delivery earlier? Oh, how'd your knee like that? Good. Um, yeah, so you're coming right home after, right? Okay, good. Yeah, I look forward to going out a bit tomorrow, especially if I'm not having to wait around for you know what, fortunately, but yeah. So, should be, hopefully, well, not the water thing. Right, I mean, no point them coming if they don't have what they need, unless there's something else they could have done, but... Okay, you didn't find much, I guess, eh? I think I've heard of it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll let you get to that then, and we want to get it fixed soon, and I look forward to when you get home in a little while. Okay, bye. And this apparently needs to be plugged in again. Oh, he's getting his lunch at 3 p.m. That's unusual. Yeah, this is doing really good. This is doing amazing. I want to keep it. Well, keep it while it's hot. Keep it building. You hear that though, because hello, so I had to go. I mean, there's nothing in between, even though there was stuff on her. Might look a little weird. I'm actually still kind of hungry. I know gluttonous, but whatever. Yeah, it's weird. Now I don't even see the pointer. What's the point? I don't see the point. It was there and it was just not moving, and now it's not even showing. And it's otherwise not looking like it's frozen, so that's been annoying. But that's okay. I'll plug my way through those things. But speaking of plug, I should put this away. But I don't feel like getting up. I haven't been back to the couch for very long. So do I. I think I've tried to find some of those really old songs, and I don't know. So many similar songs, but not of that genre. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm not exactly waiting for a phone call. I should plug this in. I want to put the radio back on because I don't want to be talking the whole time if there's nobody here. I've just been doing a lot of it. Not as loud as it was maybe before. And I'm Hungarian. Yeah, I mean, and I told her I didn't know how to undo it. So I don't know what that means. I guess I can just pass along the highs, or pass along highs to each other. I get a sense of what I'm saying, and think you tell so-and-so this. And, yeah, that's the thing is, it might be what she would have said anyway. No. Well, I mean, not because, maybe just as soon as I hang up, rather, commenting on what I'm saying, which is pretty much what's basic reading. Hello? Hello again? Yeah. Tomorrow. I guess I was going to kind of watch the other decide when to do the errand. For some reason I thought you had it booked tonight. Don't book up. Traffic jam. Okay. I don't want to second what they were school and stuff. Yeah, I guess I think it'd be better in the evening, but or I know that you're getting quite low though. I wouldn't be going up before 10 anyway, but I might be going up sometime between that. But if it comes in the beginning of it, then that would go. Yeah. Okay. Good luck calling places. Bye-bye. And we're back. So what's next? Oh, right. I plugged this in. 2 minutes later it rings. It's a person. I should have plugged it back in, but I came to the couch with it, obviously. So, yeah. There's that. So, what do we want to talk about next? What do you want me to sing? Now I'm only following the comments on one of the things because I'm still waiting for this to drain and recharge it because I feel like it will come back with my tabs more likely than if I power it off and then back on, right? Because I'm not just going to sit there looking at it off for the rest of my life. But, and that other one had to be charged. It really didn't have a long non-charged battery life. And here are the thing, and knowing it's not brand new, I really don't know why he bought that. Go with something decent, it'll last you longer. And this one's lasted quite a while. I don't remember if he got that donated to his work. I think that was the previous one. But he had this one for like 3 or 4 years, and I've had it for a few months, as just mine. Maybe not 3 or 4 years, 2 or 3 for sure. Most are still good, except for today being wonky. So, so, but yeah, this video, I'll just tell you all right now. It's about the chat. Topics you might want to talk about that you're passionate about, songs you want to request. Other than that, unless something pops into my head, which is fairly likely, I don't really have a whole lot to say. It's fairly likely, but will I want to talk about it? Um, it might not. I actually kind of am tired. So, but some people enjoy my content. Quite a few people actually, and no, I'm not making anybody watch it. If they are happy to be here and they enjoy it, great. Otherwise, there's lots of other stuff you can watch. Or think of some hobbies that you might be interested in for this year. I need to, when I'm at the place tomorrow, I need to see if I can get into that class, though I missed the first one. I don't need to ask another about that now. And yeah, there's some art classes I might want to take. So, and I don't know how many of them would be in the afternoon, but the person I'm thinking of taking it with would be able to do them in the afternoon. She was interested in other ones at that place, though, so I want to look at that. So, and this stupid thing, this laptop, I'm not sure exactly what the charge is, but I'm going to guess probably early 20s, maybe early 30s. And since this morning, at like 8:30. Oh no, actually I may have had it plugged in. No, not right away this morning. So probably more like 9 or 10. And it's about um, almost 3:30. So this one has a very good battery life, although at this, or not without being charged. At this point though, I'd really like it to just power off. I'll plug it in. I'll wait a little while. I'll restart it, But other than that, yeah, if you're putting comments, hopefully I'll see them. Because I do see some things there, but they're ones that I've already addressed, people that have already left to go back to work or whatever else. Um, if I see them, I'll look at them and we can maybe talk about them. But I'll see if I don't, then I don't. Just try and be kind and respectful, and chopstick if you're curious, chopstick if you're not. And yeah, be chopstick if you're curious. And chopstick. No, I was telling you what this is. In other words, it's not lipstick, and I use it for my anemia, especially. I get tingling otherwise. Sometimes pretty quickly. So you realize you're like, you have tingling lips? That's weird. I didn't ask for them. I wasn't born like that. And were you born so judgmental? I'm just kidding. Maybe the device had died, maybe something came out. But yeah, it's like, it's been for the past 2 or 3 years, I think. I've had circulation issues, I've had some deficiencies. I did just eat a cookie though, so I should maybe take this other vitamin. This is the one I didn't take today yet, so. Yeah, it's not as easy. Whoops, wrong list. It's not as easy to. Yeah, I noticed it's not kind of to scroll that, isn't it? It's kind of doable. It shows you them, but. Who does that? I don't know, but some people then might know it. But it might make me think of something else, so let me look it up. Or like, yeah, I don't know what I'm finding yet, so let me look. Yeah, she says she likes metal. I'd be happy. Really? Is it? Really? Is it? Really? Is it really? I don't know if this is the song I'm thinking of just by the lyrics because I really only know that one part. So I'm going to noodle with it and see if it is. I think it is. I don't know if that's the song I'm thinking it is, to be quite honest. Hmm. Hmm. I don't, and yeah, if it is, I know one other song of his, and I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I don't really like the energy of it. Um, yeah, do you have a song request? I feel like I want to turn this light on in here because it's a little bit gloomy, but I'm hoping that the sun might come back as well. So, yeah, do you have a song request? Song blue, everybody knows one song, everybody and you are to the blue now and then. Everybody That's what it's supposed to. Yeah, so see, that's a different chord. Yeah, I think it's a different song altogether. Different song altogether. Everybody sing all together at the time. I'd rather everybody sing a different kind of song altogether. A different kind of song. Anyway, still, there isn't. Oh, let's see. yeah. So yeah. Huh. I think I thought of that song the other day and I just thought of it now again, but I don't know if I'd want to do it. There's somebody very briefly there and unmotivatingly left. Humbug. What's the, who does that song? If God was one of us chords. Yeah, I'm not going to know any of our other songs. I wouldn't have guessed that. Too bad that those two songs, although I still don't think that that's the song I was looking for. Let me see if I can find it otherwise. I've been everywhere, man. Yeah. That's right, the chart is down here for this too. Got all the chords over here lately and they're all just kind of cluttered around here. Now that's the laptop. That's the fan. Is that the same one as, no, I don't think so. I'll have to clean down there later too. I don't see an extra cord that would be the, you know what, this is at 100%. I'm just going to go now until it gets me plugged in. But I'm pretty sure that this is not what I plugged it into the other day. No, it's not. Wow, that was way under stuff. Whew, way underrated. Where's the song I was looking up? Oh, right, not a particular one, just oldies and goodies. oldies music. Chords. Well, you can do anything. What does motel means? Does it mean like Motor City? Or more town? More town and less city. Otherwise, I guess it'd be Mo City. Although, I don't know, we have downtown in the city. Downtown. Do, 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 do. Downtown. When you get lonely and you do, you can always go downtown. Shoobity doo. Shoobity doo. Don't you know? Downtown. Da, 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 it is pretty. Don't you know that it is something good that's in the city? How? I don't have all the words right. I know I don't. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. It is a fun song. I don't really like to think about downtown though, but it's fun anyway. Dee 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 downtown. Everyone's waiting there downtown. Dee 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 downtown. Petula Clark. Yeah, I don't know if I'd know any of her other stuff though. Unfortunately. I really don't think I'm going to. Well, let's see here. There's related tabs, and that really just means other songs on this site, I think, because, I don't know, Petula Clark and, I do like that song. I think they opened my book. What I was thinking about recently. Maybe if Wendy tunes in. Rocket Man. Rocket Man. Did I be alone? And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Mm, Sweet Caroline. Dun, dun, dun. Good times, they never seem so good. Uh, oh, I've been inclined. Oh, oh. There's a lot put into that thing, but it doesn't even think so. Brother Love Traveling Salvation Show. Never heard of him. The Gift of Song, Neil Diamond. That sounds intriguing. It sure does. Glenfiddich. Do 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 boom ba da bum bada bum bada bum bum bada da da bum bum bada bum bada bum ba da 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 da. 'Cause you're mine, I walked the line. That's just really a lot of G's, C's, and D's. There's right. Hmm. That's weird. It's in green. Almost makes sense actually because I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Between Jennings and Jones, it's the title. I need to sit here quietly. What's going on here? Music. What's it look like? Hey, you have to look like it's your baby. So here's my number. It's really what the vocals do, because otherwise the chords are kind of simple. Where's the category I saw the top, whatchamacallit? I think it's just not loading right. I don't know what that menu's for. There's 3 lines. I click it, nothing happens. Read, run. I said a table that's easier especially and say, yeah, sure. I think you were saying what table? I don't see one. Okay, yeah, I guess so. So I'm open to song ideas. I'm feeling quite musical at the moment, but I really don't have song. I just did do a few, but I want to do more. Um, and you left. Oh no, you either came back. Somebody else is here. Song ideas. I've got a guitar here. I've got a piano over there. I've got vocals inside me. And or anything that you might like to talk about. Shoo-ba-dee-doo. Um, I don't know why I thought that was Beyonce or neither, honestly. Let's do this song. Let's try this. I like this idea. I think. I don't know it very well. I know it may sound a little bit suggestible, but to some, but whatever. Did it like a vision? Something. Who am I to tell it where it's supposed to go? Da 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 da. Oh, this is how you find lightning in the heart. Shine like you want it. Oh, this could be the star. Ha, ha, ha. I think I'm gonna let the dog downstairs for a bit and do some music at the piano. I'm sort of feeling a bit more like piano than guitar. I don't know why, but I am. Actually, you can kind of tell the piano's barely in it there. You actually kind of can. Excuse-moi. So great, Yuki up. So great and Yuki up, great and Yuki up. So great and Yuki up. So great and Yuki up. So great and Yuki up, great and Yuki up, great and Yuki up. So great and Yuki up. Don't mind me. Yeah, like, that's okay, it wasn't anyway. Nobody's there? Okay, I'm going to noodle through this song then, and hopefully somebody will tune up while I'm noodling. Canoodling. Oh, what you want me? Tried to fly pretty high, but the price was too high. But you got me like, oh, yeah, lullaby. You must be love on the brain. Got me feel this Actually, it's kind of that song also mentions things that aren't that lovely. That is a fun song, it really is. That's a really fun song, it truly is. That is a fun song, it really is. It's a really fun song, it truly is. That's a really fun song, it really is. That's a really fun song, it truly is. That's a really fun song. Anyway, don't mind me. I don't normally have this much energy, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm bright, and sometimes I'm wrong. Hi, good boy. You're like, really? I'm like, yep. He's like, okay. Really? I'm like, yep. He's like, okay. Really? Okay, don't mind me, I'm just goofy. Well, maybe a few more things than that, but I'm at least goofy. Goofy hoo ha ha. Jabba dooby shooby dooby la la la. Ah! My heart is in Savannah. My heart is in Savannah. Here we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My heart is in Havana, na, na, na. Took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. My heart is in Havana. Something about this man, Havana. Got the feeling like I knew it when I got me feeling like and I had to tell monkey. My heart is in Havana. Took me back to East Atlanta. My heart is in Havana. Oh, does she do that? Humbug in that show. What's her face like? Humbug. Why do you keep saying humbug? Because I like to hum about bugs. Butterflies. 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 Savannah, na na na. Sorry. Never be that. I'll never be the thing. Da, 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 da. Really? Just kidding. Just being goofy. Just being goofy and a little bit poofy. That's what I am. This year is starting out quite good, and I'm looking forward to it continuing. Who knows, but I hope so. Is there a reason why this book is buried deep into that one? I feel like I looked at it recently. But yeah, I've never been big about that song. La da da, la di da da, la di da da, la di da da. I'm only gonna roll till I can't roll no more today. Just kidding. I'm only gonna roll till this dies. So, see that it could die at 60%. I kind of want to chat though on some live streams too. I do, and I can't be rolling and watching at the same time. So maybe I'm over up it up for now. This did pretty good. You know, there's a part of me that's unfortunately feeling like I want to be a little bit greedy and see it do a little bit better, but honestly, there's also a part of me that doesn't. All right, but then it's all fine. Well, there's lots of good stuff too. Go past it, say, okay, you're doing better than that, and hopefully other people work. And then hopefully it works, and that's the thing. Sometimes it doesn't, and then they're on you. It'll be great. So but there is goodness. There is goodness out there. So I'm gonna go looking for it because it's been too quiet here. So, oh my goodness. Even if the dog looks like he's just gonna lay down there and be good, it's still. I hear crickets, so. Where was the green? Da 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 da. Shoo. Yeah, too bad this cord doesn't work at this, does it? I don't think so. No, it's too tiny. Too tiny. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap her up. It would be cool to see how long I have to wait and see who comes in next. And there's some regulars I'm really hoping to see soon. But for right now, I'm thinking I'm wrapping her up. Wrapping her up, putting a bow on it.